J-Mac, we should probably hand out some grades. What do you make?
Yeah, you are just such a generous teacher.
I have been through the years. Let's hand out some grades.
Okay, we'll
Finals.
do NBA Finals performance grades.
Sure.
Let's start with Caleb Martin. How would you grade his finals performance? Now, you can't take into account what he did against Boston, which he was great.
Well, I think he made himself some money. I think he was a B. He had the second highest offensive rating by any Heat player, and he had the highest plus-minus last night. So I thought he was, let's be honest, he was one of the only guys that could shoot last night for Miami.
Okay, let's go to Max Strus, who missed the late three from the corner. How would you grade his performance last night?
C. Now, he had 15 assists and 1 turnover all series, but he couldn't hit his specialty. He was 19% on 3, so that's what he's there for, and he couldn't hit them, so it's a C.
Jimmy Buckets, the best player on the Miami Heat. How would you grade his finals performance?
I thought he kind of melted in the last I thought he was gassed. I'd give him a B. I thought he got really tired. He had the worst plus-minus by any player in the finals and went from 29 a game to 21 in the finals. So he was dominant against Boston. I thought they just kept throwing bodies at him. Gordon, Christian Brown, KCP. I thought it wore him down.
Did score 13 straight in the fourth quarter.
I know.
To nearly win the game. What grade would you give Bam Adebayo?
I thought he was great. I'd give him an A. I thought he was fantastic. Scored 20 points in all 5 games. Led the Heat in scoring and rebounding in the finals. He's also excellent defensively. I thought this was a really strong series by him against a team with all sorts of size to combat him.
It doesn't look like a guy you can trade away to get on the start. You can't move him. Too good. All right, Erik Spoelstra, coach of the Heat. How do you grade his performance?
I thought A minus. Listen, this is the 6th finals appearance in 15 years. They had the worst scoring offense during the regular season in the league, and they got to a Game 5 of the finals. They had the worst. Not among the worst. They had the worst offense in the league, and he tweaked that at the end of the year. Got to give him some credit for that.
So
it's an 8C.
The coach who loses 4-1 gets an A minus. What about the winning coach, Michael Malone?
He gets an A. But you have to win the series to get it. The Heat were held under 100 points in each of Denver's 4 wins. So I think what I noticed in the second half last night was really Malone, which is, guys, we are tight. We can't hit free throws and threes. Denver was tight. I thought it was Denver's best defensive half by far in the playoffs. That fourth quarter, they were relentless.
Yeah. All right, rookie Christian Brown. What would you give his grade for the Denver Nuggets?
B+.
Okay.
I think he plays real defense. He shot 89% in the finals. He's a 22-year-old rookie. They don't ask him to shoot a lot of tough shots, but I thought I'd say, again, our expectations were here. I think his energy, and that guy is springy. Yeah. Like really vertical.
Bouncy. What grade would you give KCP, one of the heroes in Game 5?
I'd give him a good C+. He plays real defense. 2-time champ. He had the second-best defensive rating by any player in the finals. Didn't give us a ton of offense, but I thought he was a very good teammate. He was willing to play some defense. He's kind of long, so he gets a C+.
2 titles now for KCP. What about Aaron Gordon, the superstar from Orlando? Monster series.
A. Defensive monster. Highest plus-minus any player in the finals. Leading scorer in the restricted area, 44 points. I thought he was one of the most influential playoff players that we don't consider a star in East or West. Yeah. I thought he was incredibly important.
Next one's a little tougher. He's trending toward my guy territory. Michael Porter Jr. loves to shoot it.
C- because he shot poorly, but he had some big, listen, he was 4 of 28 in the finals three-point shooting.
Wow.
But he was the second leading rebounder to Jokic, so he's an excellent rebounder. He's a willing defender, and he had 2 huge buckets last night in Game 5. He had that big 3, and then he had that
drive.
That drive at the end.
He did get benched a couple times in the series, so I'm okay with that grade. All right, now, Jamal Murray, give that man a grade.
That's an A,
yes.
No question. Highest offensive rating in the finals, 8 games with 30 points, and I probably should have gone A+. He gets a little sloppy for my taste. He's a one-hand pass guy, but his playmaking, I didn't think that was part of his game. He went a notch up.
Yeah, and the finals MVP, Nikola Jokić.
Highest score I've ever given a student, A++.
Ooh, the double plus.
He literally, because he does so many things well, he doesn't have off games. His off playoff game is when he scored 40, and we didn't pass enough. He's very much Tim Duncan. Like if Tim Duncan was a great perimeter shooter. Like Duncan didn't have bad games. Blocks, rebounds, defense, scoring. Like it was, A great player, Kobe, Steph, Larry Bird could have a bad shooting night. But like Jokic doesn't have bad games. He's so layered. Good stuff. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.